Hi, I'm Justin Clark from Social Ally. We craft social, interactive content made for the real-time web. My first contact with the internet was in the Coffs Harbour High School computer labs in 1994. Mr. Deere was our computer teacher, a portly, cheerful man with a passion for computers. He encouraged me to apply for a Telstra Schools program. I was flown down to Sydney to see Telstra's North Sydney Exchange, given a glimpse into the complexity of telecommunications, and came away with samples of optical fibre and a sense the future was going to be very exciting. Since then, I've made a career in technology, getting global experience with 5 years in London, where I led an interactive development team at LBI, the UK's leading digital agency. For the last 2 years, I've been working on our startup Social Ally. We've been building a real-time content platform and suite of products, polls, quizzes, interactive video, and mini-games to deliver more social, interactive, and compelling marketing experiences for businesses. We've already seen commercial success, delivering a wide variety of campaigns for well-known brands. During this time, we've noticed there's a problem in the industry. In Australia, over $1.1 billion was spent on digital advertising in the March quarter alone. The problem is that much of digital advertising doesn't work. Banner displays are annoying, intrusive, and ineffective, and more people are using ad blocking software. So the money spent by businesses is going to waste. Now, although we all hate ads, we love great content. But the current model for publishers still rely on these bad ad formats. And if new approaches aren't found, our favourite publications will disappear. But change is coming. In the last 12 months, we've seen a real shift towards something called native content marketing. And Social Ally is ready to capitalise on this shift with our new long-read content solutions, interactive, choose-your-own-adventure style articles, which use our real-time platform, polls and quizzes to deliver polls and quizzes and weaves them into an article format using content produced by our team of experienced journalists, photographers and videographers. Readers get compelling, relevant and engaging brand content that informs instead of annoys, and businesses get rich analytics to help them understand how their content marketing is working. With our platform, products and partnerships in place, we have a strong solution to put into the market, and the response has been very encouraging. Our initial demos to clients and agencies have resulted in briefs for content marketing projects, and we're in talks with various publishers, including majors like News Limited and Fairfax, who are open to running our products across their mastheads. The global advertising market is predicted to see around $600 billion in spend in 2015, with $170 billion allocated to digital advertising. In the US, around $8 billion is going to be spent on native and sponsored content in 2015. In Australia, some estimates put annual spend at $69 million, with it set to grow to $157 million in 2017. And one of our co-founders has recently relocated to Singapore to introduce our product into the Asian market, a much larger and dynamic market we feel is prime for our solutions. Back in 1994, we were dialing up Brisbane to get internet at 1K a second. Today, Coffs has the fastest internet in the country. The council's vision is now drawing people like me back to the region, those of us who love the region, the lifestyle, but need to participate in the global economy. I'm passionate about being a part of the growing technology sector here, and even though Social Ally aims to be a global business, I know it's possible to build it from Coffs. I'm inspired by examples like Janison, who have done just that. We want to seize the opportunities in front of us, and any support from the community, from seasoned entrepreneurs, their networks and investors is all we need to take it to the next level. With your support, we hope we'll become another technology success story for the Coffs Harbour region. Thanks. Any questions?
Thank you. That was a great presentation and exciting product that you've got there.
Thank
Can
you.
you just tell us a little bit about your partners and who else you've got involved with the company and some of the background on who you're working with?
Yeah, sure. Good question. There's 3 founders, myself, my wife Samantha Holmes, and a business partner who's moved to Singapore. We also have 2 co-founders, so we've negotiated a sweat equity deal. That's our creative director based in London, and we've got another senior software engineer based in Asia. And so there's 5 core in the team, but then there's another 5 regular contractors that we use in design development.
How mature is the product? How have you got some examples, or have you tested the market already? Do you have some market insights? Have you got some success deals already?
For the new products, no. We've got dozens of projects we've done with traditional ad products, polls, quizzes, interactive video with major brands. But this is a kind of a pivot for us this year because we've seen content marketing is a new place to be. So we're sort of combining all of that poll quizzing technology into these long read articles, and we're demoing it now with major agencies and brands in Sydney and Melbourne. We have a content partner, Mark Eggleton, who's the senior commercial content guy at Fairfax. So he's been responsible for building all of their content pieces for major brands that run through Fairfax's mastheads. And we're really looking to Asia now, chatting to Austrade. But this has all sort of been happening in the last 2-3 months that we've really started to take a demo of the product to market. And we're getting a lot of excitement. People are saying that they haven't actually seen anything like that and they want to know more.
Well done, Justin. Great pitch. As a tech startup guy, this is, obviously my strength. You're speaking to me when you pitch this. So I'm excited. I would think maybe with a little bit more rehearsal, we might be able to spend a little bit more time making eye contact with your audience and less eye contact with the lectern.
Yep.
But earlier in the deck, you showed us some really big brands on a deck there. How many of those are ongoing customers of Social Ally, and how many are kind of in your CV, brands you've worked with before in previous employers?
Oh, that's everything we've done at Social Ally in the last 2 years. But Clinique, for example, we've done multiple projects for them. So I think we did our 4th this month. We're doing something for Hyundai through Fairfax that's going to run run across their publications. Cool. We've done one with Microsoft recently through CBS, so we've established a partnership with that publisher.
If I were investing in Social Ally, would I be investing primarily in a digital agency with software development skills, or would I be investing in a SaaS platform to help the publishers create their own campaigns?
If we went down the funding path, it would be the latter. It would be a platform, because it obviously is quite expensive to move to that next level. But we have built an API and we've sort of primed for that SaaS model. We've kind of had to bootstrap it through a traditional sort of agency approach of getting, digital projects to fund the business up to this point. But we are in a good position to turn that into a SaaS product and offer it to publishers.
Thanks, Justin. Great presentation. You mentioned that a lot of digital advertising's wasted. 1.1 billion, I think you said, was the amount in Australia that's been spent on it.
Yep.
And you mentioned that ad blocker, for example, and things like that have become the enemy of that. Tell me a little bit about how this overcomes those sorts of downloads. Yeah,
great question. Basically, the sort of banner formats that exist are tired and intrusive and boring in their actual ads. What we're doing with content marketing is actual sponsored content. So journalists will actually write a considered piece. We might shoot video exploring a brand. It might be a winery in South Australia. It might be for a tourism organisation. And in fact, it might be for universities. We're starting to look at marketing to international students and domestic students. And this could be a compelling product. We're actually conveying meaningful information that gets across what the advertiser wants to convey, but provides that value for a user rather than relying on banner ads that are sort of very information light. And as we see with the rise of ad blockers, it's turning into a bit of an ad Armageddon as more and more people realise that they can strip ads out of publications.
Just one question. You've obviously told us what you need from an investor or a partner in your business. What would you be offering for return? Because you've already got a few partners there that must be taking part of that already.
It's a question, and I suppose if we were sort of moving into more of an investor pitch, we'd have a better answer. But to this point, it's been a bootstrap business where we've used revenue from sales to actually fund the business. And we know that once you go into fundraising mode, it can consume you for months. So we've really pushed that away and just focused on product market fit for the moment. But I mean, there are sort of standards out there of investors wanting 20 or 30% for X, you know, of the business. I think if we were going to get financing, something like $500,000 to build out the platform and take it global, is kind of probably where we would want to start. But we just have